Ever find yourself in a spot like this? Ball is half buried with a very tight pin position and not much green to work with. How am I supposed to even get this close? Now here's the thing. Most golfers actually set themselves up for failure way before they even get to the ball. Today, I'm going to show you the difference between the long side and the short side, and why short-siding yourself can destroy your chances of saving a par, and how you can fix it with just a very simple shift in your mindset. I will also show you the different options available from the long side and the short side. Let's dive straight in. The short side, also known as the dead side, is where you have very little green to work with in between the ball and the flag. For example, my ball is behind a bunker and then I only have less than 10 yards or 5 yards towards the pin. The long side is a side where you have lots of green to work with. Ideally, you want to be here because you have lots of shot options like a chip and run, or you can putt from outside the green. Why do we want to avoid the short side? The moment your ball's on the short side, you have increased pressure to get up and down because the landing area actually shrinks. Next, you have to hit a very difficult shot, for example, a lob shot or a flop shot just to get in next to the hole. Tour pros will avoid the short side 90% of the time. It's not because they cannot hit flop shots, it's because this is risky, even for them. Imagine you're playing a tournament and you are up to your last and final hole. You have a second shot and the pin is tucked next to the water. Would you aim for the pin, risking the ball going to the water? Or would you play it to the long side, or we call it the fat side, so that you give yourself an easy two-putt or a comfortable up and down? I'll show you a smart miss strategy that you can use today. Right now, I'm at hole 14 at Tanah Merah Country Club's Tampines course. This is a par 3. The first thing we look at will always be where the pin position is. Today, the pin position is just behind the bunker. Because it's red color, it's the front pin. The pin is 150 meters and the bunker is 143 meters to carry, which means that we only have about 7 meters worth of green to work with. We need to identify where do we want to miss, find out the long side, and we have to find out where's the short side. So obviously on this hole, I do not want to be on the front of the green, neither do I want to be in the bunker, because that's going to be a very difficult shot for us to get up and down. So I would say everything on the right side, short, is no good. Now, if I were to miss it on the left side, I would think that's really nice to be at because we have lots of green to work with. And even though you're not on the green, we don't have to use a very fancy or difficult shot to get up and down. Now, how about the back of the green? I wouldn't want to be back as well because there's rough there and then there's an up and down, and I may even have to worry about the bunker when I chip back towards the hole. So my only option and the best option would be left of this pin. So with 150 meters to the pin and I've got a strong headwind, I'm planning to hit about 160 meters to 170 meters. Why? Because the smart miss would definitely be on the left side, front, middle, and back. We just don't want to be on the right side. So right now, I've hit the ball to the left side of the green. Let's go there and get up and down from the long side. But before we get there, let's look at the shot from the short side. Now we have two scenarios. We've got one that's just outside the bunker, and I'll demonstrate the next one inside the bunker. From here, you can tell this is going to be really difficult because I have to fly this all the way to the green, and hopefully it stops really quick. If not, it might fly to the back of the green. And you know what? We only have one shot. So I played that really safe, and the ball has landed about 15 feet from the hole with some spin. Now let's say we are in the bunker now and we have a very high lip, and the pin is about only 5 paces from the front. I must say I hit that really well, but how many golfers are able to pull this off in such a situation? The long side is the side where you have the least stress to get up and down from, because for example, if I'm not really good with my shot game and I can't chip, I still have the putter. And from here, if you're a high handicapper, 3 putting to 4 putting here, it's quite comfortable. You can also choose to chip and run with a 9-iron like I have here. Missing on the long side, or we call the fat side, will definitely increase your chances of saving par or bogey. Let's move on to the next example. On this hole, I have 103 meters to the front pin, And as you can see, the pin is tucked really closely to the bunkers on the left side. However, on the right, we have tons of green to work with. So let's identify the short side first. The short side would be anything on the left of this pin. We do not want to miss into the bunker. Left of the bunker, neither do we want to be on the short side of the left side. So basically, this only leaves us to miss it on the right side. So from here, my aim would be to land the ball right of the pin. I want to hit to the bigger side of this green where we have lots of green to work with. I've hit this shot pretty okay, however it came up short on the right side of the pin. Let's go look at the shot and see the options available. Before we hit to the shot on the long side, let's look at two scenarios on the short side. I placed this first ball on the same distance of where I missed my long-sided shot, and right now we do not have much green to work with. We have to carry a bunker and then maybe about 5 paces to the pin. Now, we can't chip and run with a 9-iron, neither can we putt from outside the green. I do have to go with a lofted club, which is my sand wedge, and sort of manufacture a very high shot to get it close to the hole. Now, let's look at the next one where the ball's in the bunker. Same thing, we do not have much green to work with, and it slopes downhill from the lip of this bunker towards the pin. I will have to contend with the ball just passing the hole and maybe get my par from 10 feet away. Now let's look at the ball from the long side miss. I have tons of green to work with. I have no obstacles to contend with. And let's say I'm not really good at my short game, I still have my putter. Or you can choose to chip and run with an approach wedge. Stop short-siding yourself, think ahead, and give yourself margin for error. When you head to the golf course, remember to look at the pin before you hit your approach shot. Choose your target based on where you can best miss it, and make sure you're choosing your shot based on where you can get up and down from the easiest. Remember to like this video if you think you've learned something. Subscribe for more smart golf content. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.